Good evening, everyone, and welcome to night number 3 of the Dusty Classic Finals. Tonight we'll have our first semi-final match. And we'll also have another 2 matches, interesting ones, a 6-man tag, as well as another singles match from the women's division. And here is our opening match of the evening. We will see the Death Triangle, Pac, Phoenix, and Pentagon Jr. going up against b.W.o International. Now, this match is interesting because at the moment, b.W.o International are -1 in the rankings. Death Triangle are -2. So technically, b.W.o International currently ahead of the Death Triangle. This match, of course, would spin that on its head. Death Triangle will move up to -1, whereas b.W.o International down to -2, or it could go even worse. It could go -3 for the Death Triangle and 0. It's a mad one, really. But we're still pretty early in this. The rankings still need a little bit of balancing, and that's why these matches might seem a little bit one-sided, but I am putting people against each other who are very similar positions in the rankings, and that should hopefully start to move people where they belong. That's the plan. So this should interest us. We got obviously Pac, Pentagon, and Phoenix versus men's Toa, or Terry Boy, Taka Michinoko, and Dick Togo. Now, men's Toa is the guy with the white and blue trunks with the white and blue knee pads. Taka Michinoko is the guy with Taka on his leg. That's useful. With the black and blue pants. And Dick Togo is one with the funky blue and white. Not really tights, they're more trousers, aren't they, really? Like jeans, if anything. He's the one still in the ring kicking Pac in the back. The backpack. Taka big chop across the neck of Pac. Spinning kick in the gut as well before the big boots into the chest of Pac. Taka flies to the outside. Big drop kick against the top of the head of Pac. And all 3 of these guys from the Death Triangle will be hoping that in the future they can get an opportunity at the championship. They'll definitely feel like they deserve it. That being singles and cruiserweight, really. I mean, more or less all 6 of these men. I'm not quite sure about Dick Togo, but the other 5 could all be involved in our cruiserweight championship tournament in the future. No reason why not. I think Terry Boy's actually busted open already, you know. I can see some crimson rocking for that forehead, you know. That's what it looks to me. Big strike, and now we see Pac locking in the brutalizer, and there's the tap and the victory for the Death Triangle. Quick and simple and easy for them. They don't get paid by the hour. They come in and Taka Michinoko taps out to the brutalizer from Pac. Well, there we go. Victory for the Death Triangle. They made it look easy, but that does move them up a ranking position. And like I said, they're now up to -1 in the ranking. So still quite a lot of work for them to do to be regarded as anywhere near title contenders in this tag team division, but they're definitely moving in the right direction. That's the main thing. Alright, let's move on to our next match. And here is match 2 of the evening. Very similar to the last one. We have Abadon on -2 points and Shade currently on -1. So this is a great opportunity for either of these 2 ladies to get themselves closer to that neutral zone of 0. Abadon just clothesline Finnair, which is always useful. Lovely roll through there by Shade on Abadon. I do have plans for Abadon in the future. In the near future, actually. To create a women's tag team, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Abadon now taking Shade up. Yep, in that vertical suplex. Has anyone ever seen Abadon without her makeup on, by the way? Or without the zombiness on, anyway? She's actually a very attractive girl. It's so difficult to tell with all that makeup on how scary she makes herself out to be, but she's a very attractive girl. Abadon now with a boot in the face, then rolling Shade over into the pin. Only the 1 count. I don't know if she expected more than that at this point in time, but... Shade now rolling Abadon through. Big boot across the chest. And then into the arm breaker. Really wrenching that arm out. Shade now in with the head scissors. And Shade's doing well here. Completely flattens Abadon there with a crossbody. Of course, don't forget, we'll have our first semi-final match from the Dusty Classic tonight. We will have the Wild Samoans up against the Rock and Roll Express. A place in the final is up for grabs. God, how long has this tournament been going, and we can now say a place in the finals up for grabs? It's crazy, isn't it, really? Abadon now with a pin. Only a 1 count. Big boot in the gut. Now drags Shade back up to her feet. And Abadon runs her into the corner with that clothesline. Now bringing Shade back up to a standing base. There's the boot in the gut and into the twist of fate out of nowhere there by Abadon. Sheer brutality now wrenching back at the chin of Shade. It's a really good Abadon this as well, hasn't it, actually? I quite like it. Of course, if there is anybody out there that people are wanting to see more of, then do let me know in the comment section down below. Of course, we do have a ranking system at the moment of over 700 male wrestlers and over 100 female wrestlers as well. So if there is anybody you want to see some more of, then do let me know. And we can try and work them in the future. Our next set of shows, as Abadon does pick up the win, our next set of shows after we do crown our first tag team champions will be Cinco de Mayo. A bit of Azteca Underground coming for you. So that should be pretty fun to see as Abadon does pick up the victory. So he moves up to -1 in the rankings. Shade moves down to -2. And we're timed for main event. We're timed for main event. Is that weird English? It wasn't. It wasn't very good English, was it? And here we go then, main event of the evening, Afa and Sika. Afa is the guy without the beard on his chin, up against Ricky Morton and Robert Gibson of the Rock and Roll Express. I did have written down which one's which. I'm struggling though. I don't know why I'm struggling with this. Ricky Morton's blonde, I know that. There we go. Just put me notes in front of me so I remember that. Right, here we go then. A place in the finals of the Dusty Classic is up for grabs. I have made this a normal tag team match rather than Tornado. That could be interesting. We'll try it. We haven't done a normal tag team match in ages, so let's see how it goes. So we're starting things off with Ricky Morton and Afa in the ring. I've not done a normal tag team match in so long. I really haven't, but obviously I've messed it up somewhere. Gibson now enters the ring. I think what we're going to do in the finals, we'll have a best 2 out of 3 falls match for the final, I think. Just so we do ensure that the team that becomes our first tag team champions is the best team we currently have in this universe mode. Which is arguable, because some people will debate that the best team didn't make it into the final. I'm sure everyone's going to have their own opinions. For me, I was disappointed in how early the likes of, let's say, Lemondition. That was a mixture of the Legion of Doom and Demolition. Both got eliminated. I really thought they would do pretty well in this one. I was hoping they would do pretty well, but they both got knocked out pretty early on. So hopefully I'll give them a little bit of a push in later episodes, see them move forward a bit. Right, so we have got Robert Gibson in the ring now with Sika. It's a lot more calm and collected when it's a normal tag team match rather than a Tornado, isn't it? Big strikes in the face there by Sika. Brings Gibson back up to a standing base before pinging him off into the ropes. There is the tag. And a big elbow into the spine. So, I mean, I do like these matches. The problem is that they're just not very good at defending the pins, and it just these matches can go forever because of that. Here we go. The Indian Deathlock locked in there. And, oh, what a strike in the face there by Afa on Ricky Morton. Sends him into the corner, running clothesline, flattens him. The moment the Wild Samoans in firm control of this one, you know. Big knee in the gut. The Rock and Roll Express is Robert Gibson, and then absolutely flattened with the clothesline. And again, the Wild Samoans working well together to eliminate, or not eliminate, to do damage, let's say, to Robert Gibson. Nice roll through there by Gibson on Afa once again, and into that Russian leg sweep. Ricky Morton taking some control now, sending Gibson into the corner. He fights back. And now Sika, this is now in the ring, rolling him over and trying to lock the arm. And it's a big forearm in the face there by Ricky Morton. That's not Ricky, that's Robert Gibson still. I'm terrible at getting these ones mixed up. I don't know what it is with the Rock and Roll Express, but for some reason my mind just can't handle who's who at the moment. We'll get there in the end. We'll get there in the end. This is Afa re-entering the ring now against Robert Gibson. There you go. Gibson now the big elbows in the gut. Afa now sending back into the Samoans' corner. Gibson able to fight free, but Afa catching the big elbow in the face again. Front chancery. And just, ooh, no, big elbows in the face again. Oh, nice roll through there by Afa. Catch them with a headbutt. And the Wild Samoans are, for me, are really dominating this match, you know. Really dominating this match. And there's the big fist right into the face. Boot in the gut as well. And Afa in with that DDT on Robert Gibson. Back slammed into the corner. And now up into... It was the Michinoku driver. I was going to say Falcon Arrow. It was the Michinoku driver, wasn't it? And now again up on the shoulder into that big... Oh, it's like a Death Valley driver, but into the forwards position. There's the pin, but broken up straight away by Ricky Morton. In with a belly-to-belly slam now by Sika. Afa slamming the arm of Robert Gibson to the mat, and now going after Morton as well, who finally does leave the ring. The referee was counting. Wow. Sika just launching Robert Gibson to the outside, now working him over on... That's Afa, sorry. Working him over on the outside. Of course, a place in the Dusty Classic Finals up for grabs here. Another ranking point, of course. But that all-important chance to fight to become the inaugural SWE Tag Team Champions of the World. Gibson fighting back there with the forearm in the face and sending Afa into the ring. Gibson now gets pushed over by Afa, who definitely has a strength advantage. Gibson, though, send him into the corner. And you feel like the longer this match goes, the more it might favour the Rock and Roll Express, just because of maybe the size of the Wild Samoans. Maybe it's cost them a lot more energy to do what they're doing, but maybe not at this rate. As he launches Sika into his opponent. Wow. Big boot in the face and then clotheslines into the outside. And the Rock and Roll Express getting some sort of control in this match now. Boot in the leg, and now sending Gibson back into the ring. Seek with a big elbow in the face of Gibson as well. And the hot tag is made. Gibson out. In comes Ricky Morton. There's the elbow right in the face of Seeker. The boot in the gut as well. An elbow into the spine. Pin now by Ricky Morton. Owner for a 1 count. Seeker kicked out very quickly there. Morton looking for the drop kick, and Seeker slapping him across the chest, but Morton fighting back, sending him over the top rope, and Robert Gibson is flat out on the outside after all the damage he's taken so far. Big elbow into the spine, boot in the spine as well, another boot in the spine, and Morton in firm control. Of course, the winner of this one will get the winner of our other semi-final, which is the Mexa Squad versus... My memory's gone. The Gorillas of Destiny, of course. Big lifting DDT there by Morton. Dragging Seeker along and slamming him face first into that top turnbuckle pad. Oh, I was 3 syllables short there. Why is he... Okay. I don't know what's going on here. Morton's got into prepping for his finisher while he's already brought his opponent to his feet. I'm not quite sure what happened. There's a bit of a bug. But either way, it's given the opportunity now for the Wild Samoans. There is him on the shoulders. In for that big takedown again. There's the pin. Will it be enough for the Wild Samoans to get through? Ricky Morton is... Oh. He was able to kick out on the 2, but Robert Gibson was nowhere to be seen still. Nowhere to be seen. And the Wild Samoans just look so dominant in this one for me. So dominant. On the shoulder once again. Dropping Ricky Morton neck first across that top rope. Again back up to his feet, but Morton with the boots now in the back of the leg of Seeker. Then there's the DDT. There's the pin. This could be an opportunity if Ricky Morton can... Oh, he can't block off Seeker. He was just too slow. Too slow. All chaos has descended now, but it's allowed the Wild Samoans to get back in. This one, Seeker busted open pretty heavily, but now fighting back. Back into the corner. That's how you work tag team wrestling. You separate and bring your opponents into your own corner. There's the trip into the elbow and the spine. We've seen that a few times so far, haven't we? On the shoulders once again now, and up into the flapjack. Oh, Morton able to avoid the splash in the corner. Dragging Afa along now to the other corner. Rolls him through. Big elbow into the forehead. Afa fighting back, and there's a running forearm. As you can see, I mean, I don't know. Let me know what you think. I mean, the way this works out. But for me, I still feel like... I believe the Tornado style does work better. I mean, this is a normal tag team match, but I feel like it's a little bit more laboured than a Tornado match would be. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. If you want us to try some more of the normal tag team matches, we can have a look, but I honestly don't think they're as good. I feel like the Tornado matches are just better suited for us at this point in time, but I'm easy either way. I suppose we should see how this one finishes first, I would imagine. That's running clothesline. Dragging him from the corner now into the bomb. Morton now with a boot in the arm. Tags in Robert Gibson. Gibson brought back up here by Afa, and you would imagine that Sika might be struggling now. He's been bleeding for quite a long time in this match, and the longer he bleeds, the more difficult it's going to become, I would imagine, to have that energy to push on. And a nice spinning neckbreaker there by Robert Gibson. There's the pin. Ricky Morton's in. Can he block off? No, he can't block off Sika. Saito suplex on the background. But yeah, it just wasn't enough. Nice running forearm. And you see Ricky Morton struggling a bit there, having to really use the ropes for support. They get a big DDT now by Afa. Sika still not up on the apron. There's the pin though by Afa, and Sika's nowhere to be found to protect him, and it's broken up for the 2. And Afa now flattens him off the apron, and this is a big opportunity now. Sika's finally back up on the apron. Robert Gibson is alone though. Ricky Morton nowhere to be found. Big running clothesline into the corner. On the shoulders now, and this could be the chance of the Wild Samoans. There's the big sit-out Death Valley driver. There's the pin. Can Sika block it? Oh, he can't. He couldn't get there in time because the referee was in the way. He does launch him over the top now. Yeah, definitely the tornado for me. I prefer tornado. I don't know what you guys think, but I prefer tornado. There's the jawbreaker. And now Gibson rolls him through with a head scissors takedown. But he probably should have paid attention to Afa, who's now back up on his feet in with that DDT. Again, back up to a standing base. And pinging him back into the middle of the ring. And a big boot in the gut as well. And there's a chance here. Oh no, missed running knee strike and a flatten there by Afa with a big clothesline. Yeah, definitely tornado's the way to go, isn't it? Definitely tornado's got to be the way to go. That's got to be, hasn't it? Afa now dragging Morton to their corner. Very wise move there. There's the pin for the 1, 2, and if, oh, he's not got it. He dragged him all the way away from the corner, but it just was not enough. What are you doing? So the Cats are playing a game and they're running around like mad. Big uppercut in the gut. And now you see Ricky Morton here with a jawbreaker, and he is Afa has come to him really, so I don't know. Can you blame Ricky Morton for getting involved there? Oh, Afa's fighting back though. And this could end up as a count out, which wouldn't be great, would it really? Wouldn't be great at all, but come on. Get back in the ring. Let's win this one legit. Right, Gibson throwing Afa back into the ring. There's a clubbing blow against the spine. Big drop kick. Back up now and a right hand in the gut. Afa send him into the corner. He returns and sends Afa into the Rock and Roll Express's corner. Going to see some tag team action here. Nice double clothesline. Seiko was after a hot tag then, but the big boot in the spine by Ricky Morton, who hasn't been legal for quite some time, so he would be nice and fresh, I would imagine. Big discus punch right into the face. Brings Afa back up to a standing base, but Afa with a strike. Yeah, definitely go Tornado in the future. These are just too long, aren't they? This has been going for ages, this match. Much later. Morton now with a dragon screw. Comes across and makes the tag to Robert Gibson. This match is so long, I've learned which one the Rock and Roll Express is which. That's how long this match has been. Gibson now though with the opportunity in for that spinning neck breaker. There's the pin. And that's going to be enough. It is. The Rock and Roll Express have done it. The Rock and Roll Express have finally done it. Oh, wow. There we go. So the Rock and Roll Express be one of the two teams fighting to become the SWE Tag Team Champions of the World. But who will they be facing? We will find out tomorrow night when we will see the Mexa Squad go up against the Gorillas of Destiny. Wow, that's it for tonight's show. I hope you've enjoyed. Of course, if you have, hit the like, subscribe, the other good stuff. Check out the link down below, or the description down below, for links to all my setup and some other bits and bobs as well. I'm looking at doing some merch soon as well. I want to get some merch because I want it, essentially. I think it'd be cool for me to have it, but I'm going to put a link down below in case anyone's interested anyway. Got some pretty cool designs. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed. Like, subscribe, the other good stuff, and I will see you again tomorrow for night number 4 of the Dusty Classic Finals and the second semi-final as well. And we'll find out exactly who's going to be going up. I think night 5 is going to be all championship matches, so tomorrow we'll have to determine the number 1 contender for the SWE Championship as well, which I've got a match in mind, which is going to be insanely good, I think. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking now and go to bed. Good night. Auf Wiedersehen, and all the other good stuff. Good night. Good night.